Good morning from Athens. We have an interview with Mr. Luigi De Filippis, our friend, teacher, geology teacher from Tivoli, and students from our school are going to ask him things they want to learn and to know about him. So let's start.
Good morning, everybody.
The first question is, as a geologist, would you rather do research or teach students?
Can you repeat, please? Sorry, about geology?
As a geologist, would you rather do research or teach students?
Oh, thank you for this question. Actually, I teach since 20 years. 20 years, yes. I started my work at the high school, but while I worked in the high school, I did the research at the university. Actually, I teach in the high school, Liceo Spallanzani in Tivoli, and but I like to do research again. I have not many time to do research now, but I try to publish some article during the year. But my principal work is my principal job is teaching.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth.
Hello, good morning. Kalimera.
The second question is, how would you describe your job with 3 words?
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
hear very well. Can you repeat?
Yes, of course. How would you describe your job with just 3 words?
My job in few words.
Yeah, with 3 words.
I describe my job
Mm-hmm.
in 3 words. 3?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Enthusiastic, interesting, and funny.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good morning. I
Good
am
morning. Lida, good morning.
Yes. At the end of the day, how do you feel about your profession?
About my profession?
Yes.
Oh, at the end of the day, all the days, I'm a little tired because teaching is good, is funny, but is hard when you have many students. But usually, at the end of the day, to recharge my battery life, I run. I run free in Tivoli, in Villa Adriana. And so when I can, I run because this is a way to recharge for the day after. This is my passion, teaching and run.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on, someone else. Who wants to ask LUITZI? Come.
Which is the most exciting part of your job?
When I stay in the classroom with my students and I can share with them something that I learned. So every day I read new books. In this way, I can to tell them new things, not only what you can read on the school textbook, but new research from the science world. So I think this is the most exciting things for me to share knowledge with my students.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And lastly, how much do you love us?
How much?
Do you love us?
My students,
Yes.
how much, I love them so much. They are a very important part of my life. But all the students in Italy and in Greece too, because now I met you and for okay, you are not my students directly in Italy, but for me to meet you was very important to enrich my life. You know. Thank you so much.
Iosif and Eleni want to ask. Ne?
Hello, Mr. Luigi.
Hello,
What was the most interesting?
Angelo.
No, Joseph.
Ah no, Angelo. Sorry, I don't remember all the names,
Angelos is
but
not here. Angelos is not here.
What was the
I
most?
remember you.
Yeah. What was the most interesting thing you have ever found?
Sorry, the most interesting
Thing you have ever found?
that I found
Yeah.
where?
In Italy, I guess. About
But
about geology.
about geology? Ah, this is a very interesting question. Thank you. During my PhD, my doctorate, I started to study not only travel time in Italy, but also in Turkey, in Pamukkale region, you know, in United States, in Yellowstone, Yellowstone National Park. When I studied travel time in Italy, in Turkey, and in United States of America, I found similar things in Italy with Turkey and Yellowstone. And in other parts of California, I put all together these characteristics of travel time and I found a new shape of structure, geological structure in Italy, and I explained this structure in the same way that with my team we explained the travertine structure in Turkey and the United States. So for me, this was a very important thing about my research.
Thank you, Mr. Luigi. We love you.
You are welcome. Thank you. I love you.
Hi, Mr. Luigi.
Hi.
Um, if you weren't a geologist, what would you like to be?
Sorry. Please, can you repeat?
Yes, yes. If you weren't a geologist, what would you like to be?
If I was not a geologist,
Yes.
astronaut.
Oh, really?
I would like when I was younger to go in the space. And you know, geology now is very linked with the research in the space. Probably the next astronauts on Mars will be geologists because we need to study Mars like a geological body, like the Earth. So it's very important, geology and planetary geology now. And so probably astronaut and geologists are very linked, like profession, I think, in the future.
That's interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. My friend, we have a lot of questions because we love you and we want to know everything about your life.
Don't worry, I stay here for you.
Okay. Which is your favorite Greek island?
Greek island?
Yes.
This is a not easy question, because I have all degrees in my heart. Okay, when I was very young, I was not very young like you, but I was 19. My dreams was to go in Carpathos, because Carpathos is very far from Italy, and is far from Piraeus too. So I tried to go, but no flight when I was 19 from Italy to Carpathos. And so, if you wanted to go in Carpathos, you needed to go by boat in the 90s, 80s and 90s. So, 5 years ago, I was in Carpathos for my first time, and now I have many friends in the Pigadia, in the harbor of Carpathos, many fishermen I know, and I can say that Carpathos is my favorite island in Greece now, not only for the landscape, but also for the people. But I enjoyed my time during the years, about 30 years, in Santorini too, in Ios, Naxos, Paros, Mykonos, Kos. And the next summer I will go in Kos for my second time. So, Carpathos is the first, but I have many favorite islands.
Thank you, thank you. I love you.
Me too.
And now, Andreas.
Hello, Mr. Luigi.
Hello, Andrea.
If you had a lot of free time and a lot of money, which country would you visit as a geologist to do research?
About if I can go in with my free time in other place.
Yes, if you could afford a trip, where would
Yes.
you go?
Okay, I'm very interested.
As a geologist to do research.
Yeah, if I have time in the future, I would like to go study typical travertine structure, because this is my passion, study structural geology linked with travertine and faulting, seismic faulting. I'm very interested to study travertine from Iran. You know Iran?
Yes.
Persia.
Yes.
I'm very interested in some travertine in Persia, because they are very peculiar, because they are associated to earthquake, faulting, and geothermal water. So I think they need to be studied.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Luigi. We love you.
Thank you, me too.
Now, last one from Athanasia. Come on.
Athanasia, I remember Athanasia. Hi, Athanasia. How are you?
I'm good. You?
Fine, thanks.
I want to ask you.
Sorry, can you the voice, the volume, please?
What is your topic of your doctorate?
Doctorate?
What is
No.
your topic? The topic for your doctorate, for your PhD?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. The main topics were tectonics, neotectonics, the recent tectonics, and climate change. In the past, I studied the structure of travertine associated to the record of climate with isotopic chemistry. If you study isotopes in the travertine, so isotopes are particular elements, you can reconstruct the climate of the past. For example, in Turkey, when you have earthquake in the past, many gases come from down to the ground level, and in some cases you find different travertine if you have different climate. For example, you remember the travertine Tivoli?
Yes.
In Turkey, in Pamukkale, is a little different because in the travertine of Pamukkale you see many veins of new travertine, like you know, like a tree. And these veins demonstrate that when there are earthquakes, the gases go up, and so can record the fluctuation, and in many cases they record the climate, the travertine record the climate in that moment when the travertine forms. Okay, this is the main topics.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, my friend, thank you very much for this interview. We are going, that all from us. Greetings from Halandri. We are waiting for your school and students here. Also, our colleagues are waiting for you here because they've heard a lot from Konstantina, Litsa, Evi, and Kostas, and me too. So everybody loves you and knows you here. We are going to print a big photo of Luigi.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you to Halandri School. And for me, it was a very big pleasure to stay with you this morning, but in general, to stay with you during your amazing week in Tivoli and in Rome. So I send a big greetings to all.
Thank you very much. Just a minute to stop.